guys, welcome back to my channel and happy Sunday. So I'm going to apologize right up front if this video seems at all disjointed. This week I was quite under the weather and I realized that I had to get this video done because I have to work the next 3 days. So it's been all panic in my house trying to get this video done. So I do apologize if when you're watching this it seems disjointed. Right, this little project here, as you can see, this is our island, our kitchen island, and normally we have 4 stools lined up under here and it just continually gets marked up. You see these big old marks here from people's knees, little kick marks, food splashes. So I'm going to repaint this. Now a while ago I took off these 4 braces. I didn't like the look of them. I thought they were almost like an afterthought of the builder. They look really cheap. So I pulled those off and I had bought new ones and I put them up and I didn't like those either. So I think what I'm gonna do is, first of all, patch up these. And let me show you what I'm gonna use. It is a wall texture spray and I was advised to buy this brand. It does have a nozzle where you can do a light or a heavy texture. So we're going to play around with this and hopefully not mess this up, because this could potentially go wrong and then I'm going to end up spending more money to fix that. So this is the first thing we're going to try and fix. So this now needs to dry. There isn't an awful lot in a can. Yeah, so if you've got a big old patch to do, you probably need 2 or 3 cans. So anyway, I'm gonna let this dry, and it says on the can, depending on outside temperature, is dependent on how long it takes to dry. So I'm gonna crack on with another project real quick and then come back to this. I chose Bare Premium Plus paint and I used a quart of this. And I went with the colour Limousine Leather. Do you like it? So the first thing I did this week was I painted underneath the kitchen counter. This was always getting dirty. It always had footprints, always had food. So I thought I'd paint it black, give it a chance, see how I like it, and my husband likes it, so it might stick around for a while. There is a lot of black in the granite top, so that's why I went with black, and I might be introducing some new colors onto the walls, but no time soon. But this might be the last few weeks of seeing pale blue on the wall. Okay guys, so we did the kitchen last Sunday, but just a little quick refresh. This is what the kitchen looks like. And if you did watch last Sunday, we did talk about this coffee pot. I had taken it out and sat it in my husband's man cave, hoping that it would stay there. But reality check, it was back in here in under 24 hours. So I then removed my coffee pot and put that in the study. So that's where we are with that. I have this IKEA picture. It was a set of 3 posters and I put it in this gold frame. So what I'm going to do is, I've chosen this one because it has gold tones in it. So I'm just going to frame some of this paper and see what it looks like. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually leave the original poster inside. If I can just catch the corner to take it. Right. So I've got my cut piece of wrapping paper. I'm just going to place that inside. Is that outside? Oh, that's outside. Okay, place that in. Put this piece of paper right behind it. And then put the original poster back in. Like so. So I know where I've kept it. And this is the finished product. So this was a $3.99 roll of wrapping paper, which can be used over and over for multiple projects. It could even still be used for wrapping paper. And when I change this out, I can still use this piece. A really easy, inexpensive, quick, and I think a really nice piece of deco. So I have this little deco piece. It's next to my TV screen here. And I'm just gonna change out some of these white pieces from summer and moving into some autumn colors. So I've added the picture with the wrapping paper in, and I also added this garden deco piece. So I don't want to overdo it for this corner, but yeah, I'm quite happy with this. So I pulled out this foliage and switched it for this. Has some really pretty colours in it. And then I've just added my little pot here, it has nothing in it. And also I've changed out the marble coaster to a wooden one, and the wood ties in with the wood that I've brought in to the kitchen. I think I'm just going to do a small switcheroo here. I think I'm going to take out the bulldog and put in a vase. I'm going to play around and see how I feel about that. And then I have underneath here some green and white throws, and I'm going to add in a pumpkin coloured one. So this is what I chose. I chose 2 thrift shop finds. I think one was $3 and this one was $2. I think they go really well. I've got my little summer flowers here in this vase and my summer pictures up here, so I'm just going to change those out real quick. So I have these faux hydrangeas from last year, and I just had these in by themselves, but this year I might put less of these in and just keep the greenery. I'm going to see how they look. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave the green in this year, make it a little bit fuller. Okie dokie, this corner is now complete. I have these 2 matching pictures that I'm just going to change out real quick also. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see this picture because of the glare from the window, but this has a really nice autumnal feel to it. I took all these cactuses off of my windowsill, so they still have to be in a window, and this basically is the only south-facing window that gets any sunlight other than my study. So I might have to make a windowsill. You see this one over here. Vegas homes do not come with windowsills generally, so I made this one. So I think what I'll do is make one for my study, then I can move all these cactuses into the study, and so they can still get some sunlight. But we have some gold over here and a little gold pot, so I've clumped those 2 together. Then over here I had some family pictures that I put in different locations. Now these 2 pictures I made last autumn just from some old paper and a couple of leaves, and this was just a sprig of one of the bouquets. I just framed it. This pot I bought last year and I put it away in my autumn box, so it's been in the garage for the last year. But that's basically the cabinet, so it does look a little bit junky. I'm not perfectly happy with this, but that's what I'm going to have to deal with because of those cactuses for now. Time to change out this little table now. We're just going to add some fresh flowers for a little pop. Okay, so up here I changed out the 2 leaf pictures and I've put this, it's almost like a tapestry looking painting. It's a shame that sunlight's coming through that you can't really see it, but it was part of a 3 poster set from IKEA. Moving around to the living room, so I generally go to YouTube and just speak into my remote control, and I'll say something like autumn pictures, and you can choose from an array of either still pictures or it will be videos like this, and you can do seascapes, Christmas scenes, you know, the crackling fireplace I put on at Christmas time. But I generally don't do this unless I've got company just to have something moving going on as people are tracking in and out from the outside. If we have a pool party or anything like that. For the pool party, I like to put on like beach Hawaii scenes, but for now I just put on autumn scenes. So that's a little tip if you don't like looking at a big old ugly TV. Okay, so over here I did do a couple of changes. I found this old picture of myself and my husband from an old wedding that we went to years ago, and in America it's actually perfectly acceptable to wear black to a wedding. So I chose this frame because it had the cream and the gold. This was a little thrift shop find. Oh, I still got the label on. This I think was from Hobby Lobby. This is a candle that I got from IKEA a while ago. And then this is the wrapping paper that I framed along with 2 garden decor items. So that's that wall. So these are the 2 little pumpkins that I made a couple of videos ago. I think it was like 3 or 4 videos ago. And then these 2 items, both of these were thrift shop finds. This one with the tan and the green, and this one here. So I'm actually going to go to the store and buy some more flowers for that second little vase. But yeah, I think that looks a nice little backdrop for that. Okay, moving around. So here I added the hydrangea and I have the eucalyptus. 2 matching pictures that have the tones of the hydrangea in the purple tones. And that's pretty much, oh no, we have some more over here. Excuse all my cleaning stuff in the background. I have this throw. I've had this for a while. It's nice and cozy. Under here, I've added another little thrift shop find. I think I paid $3 for that. And this tin leaf, that was also from the thrift shop. And this candle I got last year. I can't remember how much that was or even where I got it from actually. Moving over to this little side table, which I thrifted and made over. I love this. This is actually one of my favorite makeovers that I've ever done. It was really ugly before. It was gold with an oak top. I painted it silver and the top grey, and then I added this little embellishment that says UK style. Okay, so I changed out the florals, added this bunch. This frame goes with the look. It has the same colors here. And this is just a little pot that my grandson loves to take the lid off and look inside at nothing. I also have this little coaster here that matches with the wood in the kitchen. And then basically in the dining room, I've not done anything at all other than this big old display for the center of the table. This was a makeover that I did a few videos ago. This was a free vase, just a clear one, and I did a paint effect with some sand, and I moved the family photograph over here. So basically that is my autumn. Oh, I forgot I bought some flowers. Let me take you over there. Have I ever shown you my Billy bookcase? So I bought the 2 Billy bookcases and I changed out the handles. I didn't like the generic ones, so I just changed those out. Basically, I just keep some crockery in there, some candlesticks, some platters, some barware. My husband keeps his liquor in here, and just some knickknacks really. And basically, I put this in the hallway going into our master bedroom. So it almost feels like it is part of the dining room. So you got your dining room here and the Billy bookcase here. Well, instead of just using it as a hallway, I thought I could put this little slender piece of cabinetry here. And then it kind of makes it feel like it's an extension to the dining room, really. Yeah, these pictures I did as almost like a joke, to be honest. It was during lockdown. It was the first month, I think, during lockdown. And I was so bored and I wanted to do something on this wall. And so I thought, well, why not? I'll just do some silly drawings. And it took up a nice big old space. I have a project in mind for this wall, but it's going to be quite a large project because it's going to include painting everything, like a complete redo of this room. So once I get the money, that project will start. And this was, I've had this years and years and years. I don't remember. I think I may have got it from Cost Plus World Market actually. Yeah, so I just added it there for a little bit of deco. And then these 3 openings here that look through to the TV room. So let me show you this little setup here. So I have these 2 chairs. I went and bought some flowers. And this vase, this was $3. This was a thrift shop find. The little box is a little music box. I think it needs to be turned, yeah. So that was $1, and then the little candle. And then, oh my gosh, I can't wait. This piece of furniture will be leaving us very shortly. So yeah, I'm actually really happy. Ignore the cleaning stuff, but I'll just do one last little circle of the room. I do actually have some really dark velvet curtains that need to go up, but as you can see with the sun streaming through the windows, it's still over 90 degrees here, so I'm not fully committed to autumn and winter just yet. I hope this video has given you some inspiration or ideas for your own home. Now, the way I save money is that I've got a huge big box and it's labeled autumn. It stays in the garage. Everything that I bought last year goes inside. When I pulled it out this year, I didn't want to use everything in the same way that I did last year. So some of the things I changed up. Last year I did a huge big floral centerpiece for the table. So I didn't throw that away, but I don't want to use it in the same way this time. So I'm gonna pull off the floral pieces and I'm gonna reuse them in a different floral piece. So I don't ever wanna really like throw things away. Again, with the wrapping paper and the frame, you can go to the thrift store and find some really inexpensive frames, and if they're the wrong color, give them a quick paint, and then you've got a really inexpensive picture. You could do a whole gallery wall of different wallpapers. That would be really nice. In fact, that would be really nice for a children's bedroom, I think, too. But going to the store and finding those $50 throw blankets, maybe there's a blanket at the thrift store. I always walk through their quilts and their materials and their cushion covers, and I always look at the material. Their sweater section, some of their oatmeal colors, their oatmeal tones. You can use a sweater to make one of the pumpkins. The dishes and plates section, you can always repaint them and use them as centerpieces for your coffee table or your side table. Now I do plan to change out my curtains, and I also have a rug in the garage that I'm going to pull out once it chills down a bit. Now one thing they always have a lot of in thrift store are mugs. Mugs and glassware. I always look through those. Just looking through the mug section and pulling out autumn tones. You can use the mug as a vase. You can even put like a little floral arrangement in a mug for a kitchen counter. It's not too big of an item. It won't take up too much space, and it's gonna look really cute. If you have glass jars in your kitchen, like for tea, coffee, rice, oatmeal, you can always buy inexpensive ribbon and just tie some around and put a bow on the front. It's really simple, really inexpensive, and it just adds that little touch, a little switch up, a little change, and it makes it a really nice cozy space. And it's something that's really quick and easy to do. You don't have to have any skills to tie a ribbon around a glass jar. There's so many talented people on Pinterest. I have that app on my phone. I'm always flicking through Pinterest myself, especially for recipes too. Anyway, I'm going to close this video. I've inserted a subscribe button down here in the corner if you wish to subscribe. I'd love for you to join this community. And if you haven't seen this video, check this video out. And on the 28th, I have a collaboration with another channel, an American channel called A Life More Abundant. And I'd love for you to watch that one. So stick around and I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.